Wow, more Tag Pro. More quality time with Bald Eagle. It's a supernatural delight.
Oh yeah.
Refined is back too, look at that.
Well, I'm taking just a quick shout out. I'm still finishing one quick thing, but if the stream's up, I'm up.
Alright, I'm gonna stop playing Yanks in the Moonlight so I don't get a copyright strike. I'm gonna play some other copyrighted music instead.
A lot of great copyrighted music out there. In fact, I
Yeah,
think the whole music catalogs of a lot of artists.
most of it, yeah. A lot to choose from.
We'll just have a stream where we have two teams that neither want their games recorded, and we just play copyrighted music the whole time.
Perfect. Well, both of these teams do the wire. I know I haven't seen them at all, but they might not want their games recorded. They're 0-2 to start the year, minus 11 cap diff, but of course they might have just run into a buzzsaw week one. We don't know yet. Green Eggs and Spam, they looked decent in a split with LBT last week. I commentated that one. Gotta feel bad for them. They're playing Spearball 2 weeks in a row. Hate to see it.
I'm really interested. I believe I also watched maybe briefly the Green Eggs and Spam game from last week, and I was impressed. I think some of the players on the team should be interesting. I always like seeing young Breezy. Oh, from as Breezy, someone on a team. I think he's one of those players you just always got to root for.
Yeah, there's been a big Booper Ball contingent from last season on our streams tonight.
I love it. I love it. I
Love
mean,
to see it.
some players too that taken. You got Forbes. You got Joe Hobo. I don't know who Mumu is, but must be pretty good to be on 18. I think Mumu actually is that one.
Uh, let's see. Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
one. Makes sense.
I don't know who Bark Bark is, but
It's probably somebody pretending to be uh oink oink. Is there a dog on this team? No,
uh, I mean, I don't know if that's their reserve or not, but
it's
I guess
not.
maybe we'll see if the group loads.
I mean,
Maybe not.
it's El Sacco.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm looking at the
so
rosters, and El Sacco would be the one with the blue fire flare.
yeah, I'm like, there's very few players who have that,
Yeah.
or even more who actively display it, since everyone's got their own favorites. So El Saco makes sense.
I do wonder then whether Moo might be Carp instead, because he's also on this roster.
Oh, I mean, Carp as an A teamer makes a lot of sense, and maybe
Yeah.
he's just paying homage to Oink, but actually, no, Oink is blue in the spectators, so yeah, that has to be.
All right. Good investigative work done here today.
And the top of researchers couldn't compete against us.
Nope.
And it's like change his name.
You are cutting out, buddy. Yeah.
No, I was, I wasn't talking for a sec there, so maybe that was
Ah.
just me
Okay.
being suddenly quiet. But looks like we're underway.
Yeah. Obviously, starting things off, I'm rooting for Green Egg and Spam because they got a jersey, and do the wire, do not.
Yeah, I gotta love the Discord skull looking.
Yeah,
I've said it 2 weeks in a row
you have. It's true though. You can't unsee it once you see it.
now.
Carp with an early chance. Can't get between Breezy and FUCK.
OD God coming, maybe trying to make something happen with the bomb.
Gets gated.
Not quite. It's tough because Scrub J and OD God have traditionally gone by Merp and Joe Hobo, so
Yeah.
sometimes I have trouble
I
naming one over the other.
I like to call Carp or Scrubja. I like to call him Garfield because he did play as that for a few seasons, and that's just the most fun of the names to say.
You're not wrong. Pups are spawning. Looks
Here
like,
comes Garfield.
Joe's gonna win nice cube juice.
We love to see only 3 players go for 2 pups.
Just, I think the Carp.
Yeah.
He's taking his time,
Yeah.
allowing, the defense to get settled, and wisely so. As past
Big
3
opportunity,
should be easy
yeah.
out.
Slides under Making Bacon. On the board.
It's interesting because OD God's Juke Juice was actually on Greed Grab, and it expired as Scrub J capped, so almost was maybe a bad situation for wasting the Juke Juice, but I mean, they got the cap out of it.
And now, Carp. Oh, with a nice little move. Still alive somehow. And should buy some space for OD God, yeah. So here's the thing. We need to call him Garfield, because then we can refer to Joe Hobo as OD God.
Oh, I get it. Is that what we're gonna be doing tonight? Is that the play?
I mean, it's Tag Pro After Dark at this point.
I don't know how many viewers are watching, but
We got 12.
If you're down for it, Bald, and if the viewers won't protest us for calling him Garfield over and over again, I'm down for it.
I did get yelled at last season because I called him Garfield too much, but
Well,
I'm the one streaming the game. So if anybody wants to volunteer and step up and stream the game instead, you can call him whatever you want.
Exactly.
I was also thinking on the subject of long-running comic strips, the triple sandwich that Rick G had last match as Young Breezy gets gated. I think we should start calling that the Dagwood, triple decker sandwich.
I feel like that's such a dated reference. I mean, I know what that means just because I've had experience thinking and reading about, historical cartoons, historical comic strips, and some which are still syndicated, but I feel like that'll go over a lot of people's heads, and maybe that's a good reason to start using it again.
Yeah. Look, if we just say it enough times, unfortunately you're not going to say it enough times because a triple sandwich almost never happens, but
I feel like anything's possible these days. Garfield's gonna start coming to base with it, and we'll see if that gets old fast or not. He's out past 2 though. Nice play.
Here comes Garfield. He's playing on a Tuesday, so he's playing well because he hates Mondays.
Oh, sure. He can never go minors. It'd be too much for him.
Yeah.
As I say that, pups are spawning. Looks like 2v2 battles on both sides, as Shred's going to win the Tag Pro, and Pups comes away with the juice on the other side.
Should we start referring to Making Bacon as the Oink Oink Killer? Because Oink Oink is in the Twitch chat saying that he disagrees with the name Making Bacon.
I mean, maybe it's a sensitive subject. I don't want to.
Here comes Garfield.
Some dark wounds. And there we go, 2-0. As we're
it's all Garfield. It's all Garfield tonight.
Do the Wires just handling business, looking for their first win of the season, and I say that Odie's past 3 and
Odie bringing one in.
Offense is coming to life right now. I think Garfield and Odie just being 2 very, veteran players, been around for a while. They're very comfortable on a map like Maryland, where, people know the routes, people know the positioning.
Oh, yeah. That's got to be the oldest offensive pairing in the league by a long shot.
Yeah, it'd be hard to deny it. Making some really nice snipe and things like this. I don't know if it's pronounced Triduin or Triduin.
Yeah, Triduin, yeah. Can't catch Garfield. Garfield's on his way. Here comes Garfield. Trying the boost. Oh, he's making lasagna. He's got a hat trick.
I'm really liking his decision making in terms of bringing into base. As Breezy gets the passed out, Bacon might get a pass through here, and he does. Very
Yeah.
nice pull from Breezy to allow an opportunity on the other
Oh, but
side.
Bacon messes up the boost route. That would have been a big opportunity to pull one back.
Yeah, and just as I said, Odie almost gets past Breezy, but Breezy very nice. Handles his nerve as well, and able to get the return. Bowling low. It's going to be delayed a little as Sacco gets done. Oh, interesting spike there. If you see Kami, or I'm sorry, if you see K, you
Yeah.
can clearly tell which player I'm more used to referring to. But nevertheless, Green Eggs and Spam are going to be looking for their first cap. They need to get a little bit more momentum on their side.
Here comes Odie. Odie makes it 5. Do the Wire taking out their frustrations from last week.
I could see it, and Garfield doesn't need any blocks in this instance. Neither defender is going to want to play anti. It looks like this. Hopes about to spawn. Oh, not
yeah,
the best spawn, maybe, and looks like Bill will leave.
Odie's still gonna get the pop.
Maybe. Oh, he does. I'm too taken back from just remembering nicknames, and I can't believe that tag pro was 1. That was very impressive.
Not a lot going well for Green Eggs and Spam to start this game. Odie God is going to be out past 3 now. 2.
Well, everyone's rushing in for Green Eggs, but not quite enough blocking.
Ill-disciplined grabs. Breezy is going to slide out, though. Well, Sacco with a nice snipe there on that boost spawn.
Looking at this, can't quite. However, FUCK, or FUC, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
He's passed. But oh no!
No, yeah, Odie.
Huge
a hat for Odie.
There.
You don't often see Garfield and Odie on even footing, but here we are.
Oh my goodness. The jokes are themselves at this point. And looks like Garfield's just gonna wisely induce and just allow himself to be taken. Odie. Can't quite.
Yeah, the Juke Juice and the Team Tile is a deadly combination.
Yeah, but I mean, really, this offense.
Yeah, here comes. Looks like another. Oh, big boost. Some billiards going on.
But man, they're just out so much. It just must be very frustrating.
Yeah.
Green Eggs and Spam offense. They really can't put together too much right now because
they need a reset.
Yeah, not enough good anti being played. I mean, it's also, I think, a matter of kissing correctly too between 5 carriers, because at some point you need to reset and you need to just stabilize things.
Odie God is gonna make it. Well,
right, pushes him away
on the gate. Yeah, smart play to stay on that gate. Gets a little boat in. That's 7. And now Green Eggs and Spam is in a tough spot because they want to get a cap, but if they do, they'll be Braziled, and you don't want that.
And now they have 2 tags.
That's arguably the tougher spot, is facing 2 tag pros.
Yeah, 8-0.
Oh, they're boosting into Garfield. And it's Porps, who I can't make a Garfield joke about.
Yeah, this is, if you're a Green Eggs and Spam fan, this has not been the half for you. I mean, there is a half too, of course, and Meryl's a chaotic, volatile map, but I guess the best you can hope for is just a little bit less of the bleeding and more discipline and more great decision making. But
the bleeding continues.
And can Garfield make it 10? Not enough time on the clock.
Well, one thing is for sure, they did the wire.
I think they'll be very happy with it, at least for this game 1. Very impressive prevent numbers from Porps and Sacco. I mean, for as much as Garfield and Odie were out of base and capping, a lot of props have to go to Porps and Sacco, because you're not going to get very far on offense if, even if you're past 2, then the other team grabs and they're out. So I think very good positioning in terms of the defense, in terms of making sure that people are getting pups, and just in terms of communication.
Yeah, Do the Wire looking very formidable. I mean, we talked about how long Odie and Garfield have been around. I mean, let me just look it up. How long they've been around? Yeah, they've been around 44 years. So
It's interesting because like I look at these two teams on paper, and I see a lot of just the experience from Do the Wire popping out. I
yeah,
don't know necessarily if Do the Wire was a very highly ranked A team heading into the season. I haven't been keeping up too much with predictions and all that sort of stuff, but they just look really solid right now. They just look like a very formidable team. And if I were to like think of a team that could be, playoff worthy opponent for any team, I think Do the Wire showing tonight at least this game 1/2 that they have the potential to completely pop off.
yeah. Do the Wire looks like in the community power rankings 5th to start the year, and then of course they dropped to last in the community power rankings this week just because they were one of the only teams to get swept.
And who was that sweep against?
That was against Legends of the Splitting Temple.
Maybe Legends of Splint Temple
Are really good. I mean, you look at that team: Drufa, Big Bad Ball, Andu, and Catalyst is Legends of the Splitting Temple, and that's not necessarily a team that's going to jump out as you as like these are guys that are going to dominate the game. Like Big Bad Ball, Anduin, and Catalyst have all been around forever, just like this Do the Wire team. But they put it together. Drufa up and comer, just similar to Porps. I mean, Porps has been around a while too now at this point, but
I think PPM, like for matchmaking.
yeah.
I've played at least a few games with him, and I've seen a few games with him. Certain players from time to time kind of rise through those rankings quite a bit in terms of PPM matchmaking. But I think that team definitely looks pretty solid and pretty understandable that they would sweep a team that's as good as Do the Wire, because I mean you have to have a little bit of separation from teams from time to time, and maybe this is their season. Who knows?
Yeah. And of course, you never know what happens. Could be an off week for Do the Wire. It could be an off week for Green Eggs and Spam here. So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the early weeks are always a little bit, results can be deceiving. We have the pleasure of hindsight to look back on, the weeks 1 and 2 and really say, this is when a team overperformed or maybe when a team underperformed. It's up to them, however, to control the fate of the week by week results.
You're not gonna believe this. Oh, we got jerseys. First of all, that's exciting. Do the Wire gets their jerseys on. They were playing shirtless in half one, but now they're gonna be encumbered by their jerseys, so that might slow them down. Also, forgot to set the scores again, so I think we're probably safe. But
yeah, I mean, for those of you who didn't tune in to our previous game, which was Buster Pup versus Bohemian Capsity, you may want to check out the game 1/2 ending after the end of this stream and just really take in everything that occurred.
Or just watch it now because this game's over. Love to be proven wrong, but here comes making bacon.
And that's gonna be
it's a cap. It turns out the field was just really tilted towards the red side. So
at the rate that they're going, Green Eggs and Spam will win this.
We'll win this game. Let's extrapolate.
So let's see if we can will this into reality. But OD God is going to do a very nice job just holding as Garfield's tag throws a little bit away from the flag carrier and from the base, but just trying to slow down the pace, maybe just keep their footing strong and not a little bit too wild. UCK
that's a nice boost off the 45 there.
That's extremely nice. I might need to try that myself. And the bomb's coming up. He's going to run away from the boost play, though. Or at least he's going to look for low.
Yeah, there's the bomb. It doesn't seem super well coordinated there. But he's got a chance on this boost.
Yeah, I mean, Breezy's all alone on regrab, so he can kind of afford to try something.
And now Breezy going to cut it low, but good OD from Rigod and Garfield.
Helps again. Let's see if anything interesting happens. We do see tag play from Porps. This is big. Maybe a chance to get out of base. And
FUCK trying to decide whether he wants to come in or not on that tag pro.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Sacco gonna go past the Tech
No.
Pro
Good
and nice
anticipation
play
from
there.
Bacon.
Yeah. So far, Do the Wire hasn't really been threatening much on offense. It's been actually the other way around. We'll see if that ends up meaning too much, or maybe they're just content to kind of play a more relaxed game, at least for this game two, and preserve a lot of their energy and comms for game two.
I mean, are comms something you need to preserve from game to game?
I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe some people just get a little bit exhausted from talking too much. Personally, me, I can talk all day,
That's
but
good.
you can ask anyone and I just talk, calm, pups, pups. So
Good
maybe that's
comms.
not for everyone.
Good comms. Good comms on the pups there.
Those are majors level comms, guys. For those of you at home, Garfield with the juice, looking to get past FU with his own juice, but doing a nice job. Oh, nice gateway
Gate
from
from
Sacco. This is
Sacco.
2v2. Ooh, the grab from FU manages to stay alive and maybe give Breezy the handoff. Couldn't quite just time it
Yeah.
correctly.
Green Egg and Spam is looking out of sync in a few ways this game. It seemed like they were in better
Bring it
sync
in.
last week. But,
This is a good
Bacon?
chance.
Yep, it's two.
Gets it.
Don't call it a comeback. I'm going to do that thing that Costanza roasted me for. Oh, no, OD God brings it in.
Oh, that was really unfortunate.
Yeah. Last season, Costanza roasted me because I was calling a blowout. And I said, like I would have said, and it's 9-2. Like every baseball announcer says when it's a blowout and a run scores. Just trying to make it sound interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the audience and we gotta make sure the ad revenue is clean. Um,
This channel has made
GG.
7 cents worth of ad revenue in its existence, so we're raking it in.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be like commentating just general esports from here on out. I think that this is the only start I need. This is the one stream.
Yep. We can
Oh,
make it a
nice
partnership
gate.
here.
And
El
looks like
Sacco. Oh, Breezy! Getting just enough to the right there.
that is not giving up on a play if I've ever seen it. That was just really excellent positioning and a little bit of aggression too, just
Yep.
to make sure that the defense didn't swarm him before he could swarm the flag carrier.
And you love to see the not giving up on a play when you're already down 8 caps.
7, excuse you.
It's 8.
7, right? Oh, you're right. It is 8. Man, I forgot about that 9th cap. I mean, I think really that just should say it all already for this Emerald
Yep.
game.
Hey, we got 3!
Here we go.
It's 10-3! Couple of rollers.
Differential does matter. I will say that.
Yeah.
So, but I do applaud any cap, even if it's in a blowout. Odie. Maybe past
Odie.
2, 3.
Oh, good move
nice,
over Trit!
Nice pause.
And he's going to bring it in!
That was a great play right there. Just so confident in his movement.
And us, Garfield.
It's gonna get the grab. Nice gate from Macon. Can he get around Garfield? Cannot.
Odie's going to be back out, though. And we're once again, Green Eggs and Spam is encountering trouble getting a reset. They did real well at the start of this half when they were keeping the flag in base more, but
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, this half definitely has looked better, and you can always look towards improvements.
they're winning the half. I know you were into that in game 2 earlier, so
you gotta take your.
I've jinxed it. I've jinxed it.
Garfield nice play. That was just, I think, just good awareness and good positioning. That's all you need. Oh, that was a little bit aggressive from Odie.
Yeah,
But
that's an up by 9 boost.
yeah, that's the kind of boost that would get you chewed out if it was a closer game. But I think Sunday will be okay with it.
Good solo by Trit.
Now, I really want to just see a bomb boost play happen. I think that those are the most satisfying caps on Merrill. I just want to see the defense, clear out the OD, able to get their flag carrier, really nice clean cap. The cleanest cap so far was definitely that Joe stutter, but I think we can do a little bit better even.
I get what you're saying. That, cleared out with the bomb and then boost in is probably the most aesthetically pleasing cap on this map.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, aesthetically pleasing. Joe just had a really nice split with his juke juice. Get out. We'll see if Tygo can come back to base in time. The bomb is
There's the
coming up.
bomb. No boost, though.
Oh, but no boost. Cody had a good opportunity, but
And now a
wasn't quite
chance
there.
for Effie
Effie
coming the
now.
other way. Oh,
Oh,
good
great pull.
capsize by Garfield.
Oh,
Hey, making
a bit
bacon.
out of.
Making bacon got fried on that one.
Sacco
Sacco
can't
can't
quite get
quite
the
hit that.
perfect angle. And we repeat ourselves, but
Yep.
that just means we have the similar level of just what do you call it? Knowledge of the catchphrases, you could say.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
nice
move
move
by
by
FU.
and pass three, but again, Odie and just a lot of this through the wire team just with really great pulls, just making
Oh,
sure that
you know Odie pulls.
he does. I'd hope so. It's in the name, literally. Minute left. We'll see if this ends in a half tie or one team pulls away. Oh, nice move low from FU. We've seen FU make that play several times against defense where he just,
Mm-hmm.
instead of juking up top, he just wants to kind of wrap around the wall and then just try to use his momentum and angle to get him past.
Breezy with a chance past a couple here. Scrub J does have a rolling bomb. He'll get defused, but Breezy gets returned first.
Is Trick gonna grab with Tech Pro or is he gonna wait? He's gonna wait. I like the decision making there.
And now
Maybe
he's
now
going to
he
grab,
grabs.
but he's
Yeah,
past
perfect.
3.
Gotta love it.
Past
Maybe past four if
4.
FU can block.
The angle from Scrub J. Oh,
Not
and
good.
yeah. Osaka coming in and getting another gate kill. He's had a lot of those, it seems like.
20 seconds for either of these teams to pull away in this have to.
Oh, Porps with a nice move. He's going to get under. And a chance to get out and get the win for the
Also
half.
hit it.
No.
Oh, but the defense is there just in time.
Well, dude, 3-3?
Bacon doing everything there. 3 caps, 19 tags, 2 minutes and 22 seconds to prevent.
I
You can
mean,
work on pups.
you can't call it a moral victory because it was a tie, but you can call it a moral tie.
Moral tie, yeah. I mean, into the next map, just feeling like you're on more solid, even footing against the opposing team. If you're gonna have a blowout, maybe it's better to have it in the first half. Look your wounds for the second half, and then start game two with a more of a refreshed mind.
I've been on the wrong end of a lot of blowouts in my time as a proud Hammered Bros alumnus. Uh, gotta tell you, it doesn't really matter when you get blown out. It sucks, regardless.
You gotta have the foresight. You just gotta have the foresight to be like, I'm better than this guy. You gotta pump yourself up a little bit for games.
This is a really pivotal half for Green Eggs and Spam in their season. I feel like you get the split last week, you get blown out in game 1 here. You're behind the 8 ball, given everybody basically split last week. You're digging yourselves a hole if you get swept here, and the attitude, the mood in the room is not going to be good if it's like game 1. But if you can salvage a split here, then you get some momentum back. Then you think, all right, we can, even if we get wiped one half, we can still come back and do well. So, real pivotal game here, I think, for Green Eggs and Spam. See how they respond.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even for Do the Wire, you did win that first game by 8 caps, or sorry, 9 caps, but your plus minus your differential is still -2.
That's
After
true.
last week.
Yeah.
So you want to not only get the win and even up the standings for yourself, but also maybe with that cap differential and start pulling away. Because I mean, in a map or in a season that maybe is a little bit has more parity than maybe was expected, your cap differential is going to matter, and having a positive number next to that's going to give you a little bit of time.
Yep.
Nice jerseys. Love to see.
Three, two, one.
We've got one good map and 2 bad maps in the chat.
2 bad maps. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think many players are a little bit hostile to this map. I wouldn't say that I'm hostile to it. I'm just not a big fan of it, you know.
I mean, I'd really have to play it to give any sort of opinion on it. Barely even played it in pubs when it was around. Oh, Odie got out, having to refresh.
Brief power play. Not really gonna do anything. Oh, Noise! I just realized Noise is substituted in for the
Yep.
game. This is.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle that, because you've got to make a decision on whether you burn his B team eligibility.
Yeah, I mean, one half is fine, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe
Yep, one half is fine, but if he plays in the second half, then things get interesting.
He's making nice moves around Horps, just being patient, and now he gets bumped back a little bit maybe for them. Still a good hold so far.
Yep. Already up over 30 seconds. And he's going to bring in a cap.
There you go. Maybe this
Noise making a difference. Maybe you burn the eligibility to get the win. It's probably worth it.
Yeah. B team, you get 3 games. A team this season, of course, you get 2 games. I think maybe Green Eggs Span feels very comfortable, feeling like maybe the B team call out the forward and just to be that sense of energy. But as I say that, Garfield with the very nice camp around, good blocks by the defense thing.
Yeah. It's also possible, now that I think about it, maybe Noise was like gone or something, and they got some sort of waiver, so they don't have to burn the eligibility of somebody else. Yeah. Don't know the situation, so we'll see how things go from here.
Maybe gets around Noise to just shake him off, but Noise doesn't fall for it. It's sweet. Nice bomb grab too, and he's punched 2 with FU giving a really decent block. Could be. Yeah, if the blocks are there.
Yeah, they do just enough.
They didn't want to overcompensate with like a sandwich like you saw in the previous series, but really nice just awareness and positioning.
And a good roller pickup.
Good defusal too. So we'll see if Corpse can make his on the other side count. Still undefused.
Now they defuse me. That'll get Scrub J some space. Nope. Trudeau shuts it down. Big snipe by Macon Bacon. And now Noise with a chance.
Could be his third
cap
of the game
runs into
already.
his team though.
Making a big contribution already.
Is it being a kiss? Some good space for FU, yeah. Porps does well to play the boost.
Yeah.
Well, he did well.
looked clean at first. A little bit sketchy behind. I think he could have actually been +2 a lot quicker if he just didn't hesitate on trying to make the juke and just went right for him. But, Green Eggs Spam still up 1. Pups about to spawn again. You gotta think that maybe they're playing a little bit more confidence. New lineup. A good start to their game.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to say, this is just get the last game out of your head. It's 0-0, start over. But also, when you have a new lineup, I mean, that really helps with that mentality, too.
Yeah, especially with someone like Noise right out of the gate. He's already made an impact with 2 caps. I mean, not much you can ask for, almost out of 3.
Yep. Let's see if he can go big here. Gonna try the pull. Yeah, runs out of space pretty quick. Macon Bacon can't get to the button in time. Porps is going to tie it up.
Oh, Garfield almost had a really good grab there, past 2. A little bit, maybe too momentum heavy there on the boost. Cody top. Just
He's-
making.
Yeah, it looked like he had the momentum on making for a second there, but he's going to have to circle back out.
Pups are about to spawn. We'll see who can win it.
Oh, if Joe Hobo had committed to that rolling bomb, he might have had it.
It would have been very impressive, but obviously it's still risky. He didn't know when it was spawning. Garfield, on the other hand, is going to win a pup and have the flag. So now we'll see if anything can happen, clear up this base. No one's playing anti for green eggs just yet. As I say that noise spikes, he probably will.
Oh, Garfield
And-
is going to make it a do-the-wire lead.
Yeah, very unfortunate grabs, but through the wire just really just capitalizing, playing off well, and they've turned a brief deficit into a lead.
So
I
how
think
will
that
Green
also
Eggs and
does a lot.
Spam respond?
I think it says a lot for through the wire too. Just
Mhm.
because you're down doesn't mean you're out, and you don't need to be thinking about going up 8-0 every half, even against a different lineup. Just focus on the essentials. Focus on what you've got you to win the first game.
Noise making a big OD play there to keep it a one-cap deficit.
Pops again, spawning. Looks like through the wire.
Oh, OD God is going to have a big opportunity. Triduin playing the
Oh.
bomb just well enough.
Noise with a very nice tag pro win against two do the wire players to pick up the all-important tag pro and maybe tie this thing up soon.
He's all alone, though, on offense for now.
I
Waiting for a few to
would
get
have
there.
really liked to see Macon or try to
Yep.
push out a little bit. I know someone was just spawning, but you gotta
Yep.
at least make the tag pro a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
Noise
they're going to get
got-
something out of that. A couple of kills right
Yeah.
before it despawns. Making Bacon with a
Macon-
nice little boost spawn there.
Saka with a grab. Can Jill block for him, or is he gonna get checked down? Oh,
No, he
good
doesn't
play.
need it. He's out of
Very
here.
nice play, absolutely. Hope Sebastian's in the chat. If you're in the chat, Sebastian, say hi. For those of you who don't know, you can do the research. I won't spoil it for you. As I say that noise pass,
And that's
Well,
going to be the
can't quite
equalizer.
almost would have been a clutch play, very clutch play. And,
Well, what I love about what Porps did there is that he's on OD, right? He steps up, misses, then just goes straight for the pup. He's like, oh, I meant to go for the pup, actually.
you gotta look confident.
Yeah.
If something's bad's gonna happen, look confident.
Get the pup and then get yourself a cap on the other end.
There you go. I mean, really kind of back and forth now. You love to see the fight in both of these teams. I think this is what you really want as a fan. Nice gate
Good gate from FU, but it's 1v2 on the other end.
Can they pull something off? The bomb is there for Noise.
Oh!
He's not even gonna. Oh, great
This
play.
is a big
The
opportunity
block
for
is
Noise. It's a nice diamond for Do the Wire here. Still an opportunity.
Focus. Oh, this
Still
is
2v2.
really good.
Oh, and he gets a split and he's in!
Noise's fourth cap of the game. This is his first half of the series, making an impact in a big way right now for Green Eggs and Spam. I mean, the way I don't know if he's played the previous week, but the way he's playing right now, I think he's saying to his captain, like, hey, I'm
Yep.
A-team worthy. I'm right here.
And as Bird Reynolds said in the chat, nice blocks. Got to give credit to them. They did an excellent job. Open up that
Yeah.
lane for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not only hunting down the return after there was the brief pull, but also just staying in good position. As Garfield with a good position now, past 2 with the flag. I'm going to see if he can maybe do something with a bomb or a boost spawning.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just going to get trapped.
A little bit aggressive there, but sometimes you go for those plays if they work. Nice already with another grab. He's had nearly 2 minutes of hold this game. Leads all players with hold. Nice return by second. Field. Could be in a good situation, but fortunately for him, his teammates are going to end up giving 2 pups away to Green Eggs. Nice snipe from Trey.
And Megan Bacon is going to give him the lead.
It's very, very good awareness.
Yep.
Knowing that it's a return for cap, knowing that the ante's pretty good. Be a little aggressive. Look for the lead again. Feel confident in your play, and that's confidence.
Can Do the Wire respond before the end of the half? Doesn't look like it.
really good half here from Green Eggs. I mean,
Great
they've
response.
they've gone in the past two halves, total 8-7 lead for them. And so, I mean, it can erase the first game entirely, but it sets you up for a good game too, and it sets you up for a good statement comeback win if they can keep on to it. And do the wire, of course. If you're a do the wire fan, you're thinking to yourself, what's going to be the difference maker in this game two? Who's going to really, get down and dirty and have to, maybe make some crazy plays, win some tough puck fights? They didn't seem as explosive as they had been the previous game, and maybe it's because Grenadine's a less explosive map. You got to create your own explosions from time to time.
That you do.
I just have a way with words, really.
You really do.
It's fantastic.
It's NLTP after dark. We'll see if Do the Wire can create some more of their own explosions. They were exploding pretty well in game one. We got to get back to that. For those of you that were, go ahead.
I see Rick G's comment in the chat saying this game actually makes Grenadine look good.
It was a fun game.
mean-
It was a fun half.
I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe some teams are just better suited in terms of a 1v1 matchup on this map. I mean, you gotta love the energy from Green Eggs after Noise's substitution, and people will see a second chance on this map anyways. So it's a matter of, are you gonna let this game get to you in Grenadine? Maybe if you're down big, or maybe you could see yourself maybe playing it again in playoffs.
I'm going to respond to Rick by saying, I don't know, Rick. Why didn't you make Grenadine look good?
Tough call there.
The good news is Drake did win. For those of you that were hanging on with bated breath after I mentioned that last game. Still undefeated, the Drake Bulldogs, the DSM hometown team.
Maybe they'll get ranked, but the people. I think that team is worthy of a ranking. I mean, sure,
Yeah. If
they're a
they
major team,
yeah.
but Missouri Valley is certainly no slouch. They sent a team to the Final Four just a few years ago.
And I mean, they've been getting votes. If they beat Missouri State tomorrow or Thursday, whenever we play them again, then you got to think that might be a consideration, because Missouri State is that was their first conference loss. They're 9-1, so.
Oh yeah, I think that's a huge
They're
marquee
good.
win then
Yeah.
for them.
And especially to come back the way they did.
It must feel good to have a basketball team that can play well after a stretch of a few games and not just fall at the face of the earth. Northwestern.
Look, I had a choice when I went to college to choose between Drake and Northwestern, and I chose the one. I played the long game. I said, I'm gonna. Which team is going to be good after a
It
pandemic?
would have been fascinating if we shared a school. I will say that.
Would have.
We would. I don't think our years wouldn't have matched, but still would have been interesting to share in some moments. At least we can share in sports and tag.
Yeah. And the apparently numerous people that we both know.
Yeah, that as well. After the what was it, the Booper Ball?
Yeah.
Or from last season.
Yep.
Very interesting.
And look, I mean, if you need a job, my paper's hiring, so.
Hey, I mean, in this profession, jobs are hard to come across sometimes.
Yes, that's true.
You gotta be on the lookout. You gotta find your places. I'm not looking for hiring just at this very moment, but you never know. I'm still hoping my future as an esports streamer pans out. But if the gold statues don't come to me, if the mansion and the Ferrari isn't in my garage in the next few years, I'll give you a call.
Yeah, then you can work on putting together Mansion Monday, our weekly gallery of high-priced houses in the area.
Oh, is that an actual thing?
That's an actual thing, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It gets us a ton of page views.
I'd imagine so. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I want to read that. So you've already hooked me in.
It does make it. I mean, I think it makes people like to look at that stuff. It just makes me sad because I'm never going to be able to afford any of that.
I mean,
Not on my Tag Pro streamer stipends.
yeah, you got to take it in stride. You got to admire the small things from the big. And it is true that I'm looking at the chat. Rick G does endorse me on LinkedIn. How he knows my LinkedIn?
Add me on
Yeah,
LinkedIn. I'll
you
give
could
you an
say.
endorsement.
I'll give you plenty of endorsements, Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been the streamer of the year, for NLTP. I'm just gonna call it right now. I think All Eagle's making a very good case for another award season sweep, and
No,
see how that pans out.
somebody else needs to win. I'm tired of it.
I'm suffering
Many
from
deserving
success.
people.
It's like when you win too much of an award, they end up stop nominating you, and then they rename the award after you.
I need to join the CRC so I can do what Poet did and never put myself on the ballot. It's true. Every year, every season, the CRC and other people with connections insist that Poet put himself on the ballot for behind the scenes, and he never did.
I mean, Poet's just done a lot of work
Yeah.
in general for the league,
Poet, yeah, of course,
This is-
like he should win behind the scenes every season, but
I mean, those are the lifetime achievement awards.
true.
I don't know. I don't know if we're in the point in Tag Pro where we'll be seeing those anytime soon. But if we do, I think Poet's one of those first ballot.
I guess that's what the Ball of Fame is. I guess we do have that.
We're seeing a little bit of blue light here.
Yeah.
Oh, they're trying to wisely remind them to do the OT. I'm
Yeah,
glad someone is
smart.
at least
Yeah.
aware or listening to our stream because we didn't even remember to
No.
tell them.
And that's actually going to matter this game. Good. So.
Yeah. You'd hate to see, Well, we've already seen it once, and technically,
It can't possibly get worse than that.
You want to bet?
I'd love to see it if it does.
I'd hate to see it, but it'd be a morbid curiosity. Let's just say that.
I mean, it's interesting because I mean, at least the games that I streamed and the ones I watched didn't have any problems with that last week. Everybody remembered, and now everybody's forgetting this week. I mean, it's not like it's a. Okay, I say that it's not like it's gonna break the game. It did determine the last match, but I mean, it's not like it's irreconcilable. You still get to go to Golden Cup, so.
Yeah, I mean, and you're still gonna get the point, for the split, or not for the split, but rather for the OT. And things could, be better, but at the end of the day, it's also human error sometimes kicks in, and you just gotta sometimes roll with the flow.
Yep.
Looks like we're getting it in the new group.
I hope they give it to me. Oh, they have. That's good.
They have not started Game 2 Half 2 for those asking.
Yeah, they launched it, but they forgot to put the scores in, and then they decided to change groups for reasons beyond my understanding.
Yeah, usually you got to try at least another time. I mean, we only had one failed launch. I don't know if that's really cause for a whole new group.
Maybe whoever forgot to put the scores in was like, "Oh, I couldn't put the scores in. The group broke. We have to change now. It wasn't my fault." It could be.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that game until the result is tarnished by the streamer's error and not even the group leader's error. It'll happen one of these days.
I do want to point out anybody who goes back and watches that Game 1 Half 2 from the first game I streamed. I did type scores in the group chat before the game started. So it's not like they didn't have a warning if they wanted to go back and actually do that.
Yeah. It's like that song, right? That Cher song. If I could turn back time, I think they would. I think they would.
I think they would.
They'd find a way.
Yeah. What are my thoughts on the GameStop insanity? I think it's hilarious. I'm not. I don't. Invest. I should invest, but I don't, and I certainly wouldn't do any our Wall Street bets or anything like that.
It's interesting. Like I sort of follow it, but also don't have any idea what's actually going on and the details of it. But anytime GameStop is mentioned in the news, you gotta just smile. For me, at least, it brings me back to a good certain time in life when things were much simpler.
Well, I can sum things up for you in a few words. Basically, what happens is GameStop stock turned into Game Stop and Start stock.
So people are just putting their what is it? Their money into like a very bad stock just to see how far they can take it and walk away with money.
Basically, yeah, they're manipulating the price.
I see. I wonder what the management thinks about that.
Why can't somebody do that for Gannett?
I have little interest in the stock market, at least right now at the moment, because I kind of don't need to at this very second. But if a good stock is trending upwards and you're like, hey,
Yeah,
maybe
chat, give us
I'll
your stock
invest.
tips.
Freeze.
Yeah, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear what you have to say.
We're in the game. Green Eggs and Spam trying to hold on to a 1-cap lead, salvage a split. Do the Wire looked very strong in game 1 half 1, but they have not won a half since.
I forgot we were playing Tag Pro. I thought this was a basketball and stock market.
Yeah.
Odie.
Early chance, Odegaard equalizing right off the bat.
Those were some great blocks on defense. Really, really just giving Odie just a ton of space to just pick his.
And now
route.
Garfield close behind. Garfield's always close behind Odie.
FU pass 3. Macon's the only one on defense.
It's a good OD
It's gonna
play.
happen. Yeah, OD, of course, living up to the name. Macon will help track out as pups are going to spawn soon.
If he's trying to get back up to that top boost. And now he's
going
going to wait for pups. Maybe try to push it in. Now he's going to let Macon get this tag pro. Garfield's got to make a play.
This could be really good if Noise.
Big opportunity, yeah, that's a cap.
And he's gonna get with the rolling and
And he's going to get to the bomb. It's a big chance.
This is great
Good
for
tag
them.
pro.
Tag pro's completely
Well
gone. It doesn't
executed.
matter.
And now that 1-cap lead to start has quickly turned into a 2-cap lead, even though they gave up the first cap of the half.
That's just the power of pups right there. The power of pups, and the defense, being able to put a 2v2 situation in base, and you're really seeing Green Eggs and Spam with new life this half or this game.
I mean, it's very early to speak. But if Green Egg and Spam hold on, start getting those votes in for Noise for MVB, because we've seen the difference.
Oh yeah, I mean, or at the very least, make sure that he finds his way onto some ballot, especially if he continues like this, and whether or not he's in a limited role or whether he's becomes some sort of more standard 18 player. I think Green Eggs and Spam are doing very good against a very good team, and Noise is certainly no small part in that success right now. And just as I say that, another chance for Green Eggs. Macon gonna try to make something happen. Can't quite. The OD was solid. FU going for the gate. Try to give Noise a grab.
El Sacco with a nice
Sacco's the
move.
one out. He's looking to take it in. The defense is there. And
Yeah,
just
great
wisely
blocks.
Yeah, he can.
This
he can
one is
totally
not
truck
over.
with those kinds of blocks. Yeah, absolutely. Pups are going to be spawning again. They've been pretty advantageous for Green Eggs. We'll see if they can
Oh,
continue.
everybody getting gated up on that top gate.
Looks like OD with the Tag Pro, FU with the Juju's. Depending on what kind of player you're on, you'll think one team won pups and the other team didn't. Smalley's in right now for Do the Wire, and Carp leaves.
Oh, that's interesting.
Could be lag. Could be maybe just Carp has to run. I mean, I don't know if.
Yeah, I mean it was coordinated because Smalley got in first.
Yeah. I mean,
FU's with a big opportunity here. He's not going to be able to turn the corner. We have to congratulate Smalley. This is Smalley's first 18 minutes, but he has had minors minutes, so.
He's finally at the middle ground.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like maybe it's just lag for Garfield. I mean, I say that because it's a little bit early on the Pacific Coast. I think that's
fast 3 for Noise.
And maybe a cap here if Bacon can help with the block. He can't quite as Smalley with a nice grab. Still a good opportunity, and Sacco's going to tag pro, but he's
good corner by Noise. He's not going to have momentum. Yeah, Pork's coming with that roller bomb. It's not going to be enough.
Return.
Another cap for Noise.
There you go. This has definitely been the game of Noise. Like, this is just a very, very stunning performance. I'm not sure if he still have week-to-week best plays in LTP, but I mean, if there's anyone who's guaranteed an award, I feel like it's got to be Noise for this play or his during this Grenadine match.
5.5 minutes to hold on to the lead and actually make it mean something, though.
It definitely could. I feel very confident that OT is on the table. You know, maybe it won't be, a tie game at the end of regulation. Maybe not even one cap or two caps, but I feel like it's strongly likely that we could see it.
It could happen.
Yeah, I mean, I also recognize that, Carp's gone for Do the Wire, as I said.
Making Bacon picks up a tag. Good pup win.
But we'll see if Smalley can fill in his role very nicely here. If he can be a spark plug just like Noise has been for Green Eggs. Nice tag pro from Macon, even with the juke juice on FU's heels.
Yeah, he's going to FU with some good moves, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the flag tile, but OD got us in no trouble whatsoever.
Noise is just all alone. Gonna probably grab here and should be out maybe past 2 if he can do this correctly. Could be out past 3 even. And he is.
Big opportunity. FU has Smalley pinned. 6-9. Nice.
Oof. Knew that was gonna happen. Anyways. We have Sacco. Oh, whoa. Interesting there from the gate from Jordan Macon, but he's going to get returned. It was a very scary moment, I would say, even up 3. You don't want to see that kind of cap happen if you're Green Eggs. There's going to win a very important tag pro here.
I don't want to call anybody out, but I don't think I did ever get paid for being the first person last season to say 6-9 nice.
Was that a reward?
There was a reward for that. I forget what it was, but I don't think I got any money out of it.
I mean, now that you're mentioning it, I mean, it's never too late. As Smalley gonna try bringing it in on the 3v4 defense positioning. Not quite sure if that was more of a desperation play or just trying to see something crazy could happen, but either way, it's not exactly the worst situation for them as Joe's gonna be past.
Oh, big button win from Smalley there.
Sacco's out of position. We'll see if pups though make the difference here. It's gonna go for low as Smalley might join him in a second. Sacco is gonna win juice, nice, and another juice. Wait, was that a juice that was won? No, it wasn't a juice. That must have been my mind playing tricks on me. From top.
Big bombs net from Odegaard there, and pulling one back. Smalley Biggs on the board, first 18 cap.
Very nice from him.
And now Odegaard is out past a couple.
Definitely not over. Great.
It's 8-9. Here they come.
Wow. It's crazy how substitutions, maybe not the only reason that teams are having momentum shifts, but certainly a reason. Someone might come in huge and help in his team with hold us within one.
Penultimate round of pups coming up. I have to get. I can't have gone an entire night without saying penultimate on a stream.
This is a good opportunity for Joe.
Oh, Triduin. I think.
Huge.
I don't think Joe had any idea what Triduin was doing. I'm not sure Triduin had any idea what Triduin was doing there, but
I mean, I think Do the Wire wins pups again for a second time in a row, and this is a really good combination. You have to hope it could be
Trit's gonna get out though. That's a big play, and now Smalley has to stay alive. He's got that rolling bomb. Looks like he'll be in fine shape.
You love to see just the clutch plays back to back from Trit. You know,
Yep.
I think that if anyone's going to step up right now in this moment, it needs to be someone on the defense. On the defense of Green Eggs and Stem, it is Trit.
And Triduin, I mean, you love to see him finally getting his A-team chance. See if he can hold on here and get another win on the board for Green Eggs and Spam.
Holds. Saka was briefly on the tile.
If he's still alive.
And OD
Last minute, final round of pups.
Oh,
Noise
bad
in
grab.
trouble. Can he pull off a Dagwood? No.
Oh,
Odegaard
my goodness.
equalizes. We're tied. Overtime's on the
Open up
table.
spawn. 2 rollings. We could very well be seeing OT here.
I mean, you hate to see that in the last round of pups. Yeah, both actually getting some space off their defusals.
But FU has a good boost.
Odegaard gets
Joe
there in time.
tracks him down. Smalley now.
Smalley with the bomb!
And the
He's
block
gonna
side
do
by
it!
Fritz. And Do the
Smalley.
Wire has come back.
Smalley
We have
Biggs.
24 seconds.
Oh. Carp might have just lost his A-team spot.
I cannot believe what I'm witnessing right now. Smalley Biggs coming in a big way. 9 seconds to go. I don't think
4
there's
on
time
answer.
for a count.
That's gonna do it.
This has been a ridiculous ending to an already ridiculous series.
Ridiculous night.
Do the Wire pulls off the sweep. Wins Merrill, wins Grenadine. What do you got to say about this? I mean, there's just so many words.
Smalley Biggs are the only words I have time for right now. What a performance.
Fantastic overall performance. I mean, you gotta appreciate Green Eggs, you know, bouncing back the way they did at game 2 and really, you know, putting pressure on Do the Wire, but Do the Wire hung in. They didn't give up. They were confident enough that they could pull off the sweep and, you know, retain, you know, an even hold on the standings. And
they're still at a negative captive, though. Hate to see it.
Just I think what, -1?
-1 now. I mean, Green Egg and Spam really deserved at least a point out of their performance. Tough luck from them, but yeah, all credit to Do the Wire. Coming through in the clutch.
It's a fantastic overall series. I mean, I got to give these two teams props. I mean, it was definitely a heartbreaker if you're Green Eggs, and you know you're gonna look at this series and you're gonna think to yourself, you had a lot of missed opportunities. But you know, the same saying goes, it's week 2. You know, you've got 5 more weeks, you know, to put things together. And wishing these two teams best for the future.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out, and the more than a dozen of you who came out and watched. Thank you, Refined, for hanging out with me tonight.
Yes, and thank you, Ball, too, for your fantastic streams. And I'm sure that a lot of people really appreciated a lot of your work over the past 2 seasons. And
okay, that's enough of that.
This season.
That's enough of that. I'm going to shut off the stream.
All right.
Catch you all later.